Welcome to the bait shop. I'm Charles. I own Fat Boy Jigs. I make not so boring baits. Today we're going to tie up a red and black 1/2 ounce 4/0 football jig. I've already gone and cut the tabs for this. It's going to be 1 full tab of black. So I just cut it in half. 1 full tab of that, and it does have some blue flake in it. Crawfish aren't all red and black. And then 1 full tab of a metallic red. Get it straightened out here. All right. So we're going to set our tabs out. I've got just black thread here. Go around the head. Build up a color. Grab my scissors here. Trim off the excess there. Throw it away. Then we're going to take a black and lay it right on top here. Make sure to leave more hanging off the top of the head than you do toward the hook. Go around twice. Don't pull it too tight so you can adjust where you want it. I'm going to loosen the vise here, rotate the jig, reapply the vise, take a red, and do the exact same thing. I'm going to drape it over, make a couple of wraps on it, rotate the jig, put it back in the vise, grab my other black now, right across the back here. Now, I have these little hair clips here on the edge of my, or on the base of my jig stand here, my fly tying stand. And what I do with those is I'll take and I'll make a wrap here. Then I'll take one of these hair clips and secure all of this together. That way it's just up and out of the way. And I will go both ends of it just like that. Then again, take and rotate. Lock the jig back in. Grab our last 1/2 tab here. Lay it right across here. Make a couple rounds around. Then we want to take and get all of this skirt material together. Lock it in good. And I'll do the same here. And then what we want to do is kind of pull that thread tight and start wrapping. Wrap a few times around, just create a collar here. We want the thread to cause the head of the jig, or the strands to the head of the jig, to kind of poof out. And our underskirt will kind of stay closer to the hook, disguising the hook. One more jig, and then they have a whip finish tool. I don't use it. I find it easier to finish just by wrapping, just an overhand turn, put everything through, do that twice, and then pull it down tight. Pull the thread tight and repeat. I do that 3 times. So now, if it doesn't quite go tight the way I want it, I'll pull it back and back forward toward me, and it pulls that thread tight. And that's my third one. Then what I do is I'll roll this back up. I don't need it strung out across the bait shop here. And grab my finishing scissors. Clip it nice and close to the collar. You don't want a long thread hanging off. Then a lot of people use loon head cement. I just use plain old Gorilla Glue. Brush nozzle, Gorilla Glue. And because the glue will leave a film on the bait if it's left to cure without air blowing across it, excuse me, it puts a white film on it. So I went and got some of this Total Bond accelerant, and I will go all the way around this jig on the thread. With the super glue. You want it to soak into those threads so that those threads lock together really well. And then take our accelerant, do this away from the camera. Just a couple of squirts at it. That's all it takes, and by the time we get the skirt trimmed, that will be fully set, ready to go. And the way I trim them, a lot of people will gather them all together in one length. I'm not a fan of that because nothing in nature is straight. Nothing is ever going to be even. Nothing's going to be perfect. So what I'll do is I'll pull them one at a time. And get these all trimmed up here. And the way I've got my setup here is I've got the 3 hair clips, whatever you want to call them. And then I've got 2 over here just to keep my scissors up where I can get a hold of them. All right. All right, we're good. Now, this jig is done. Like I said, that's not tacky at all. It's fully cured. But we take this black and red with a little bit of blue flakes in it, and this is the final result. We've got a black and red jig. This is my black and red crawl. Some people call it boiled crawl, black and red. It's just black and red crawl. It's always been what I've called this. And as you see, like I said, the underskirt kind of disguises that hook, and the outer skirt kind of flares out. Now, these can get one of two of the weed guards, because these are weedless jigs. Let me see here, get the right ones out. I've got them labeled, I just can't see them because they're underneath my toolbox over here that I keep everything in. And I'll either do a clear weed guard or a black. And for the black and red, I prefer the black, but I'm going to show you here. I have some pure red that I did up a while back. And these pure red ones, I put the clear weed guards on. And again, this one, exact same style as this. But then I've also got the finesse jigs that the head poofs out. This one, I do not have the weed guard in, so we're going to go ahead and put the clear weed guard in this one and the black weed guard in this one. And to do that, nothing fancy. Again, I use Gorilla Glue. Take the jig. I just use my thumb to expose, well, if I can do it on camera, that little hole there that the weed guard goes in. I'll take my thumb, expose that weed guard hole, take the weed guard between my first and middle finger, squeeze just a little bitty dab of, can you see? Little bitty dab of super glue onto the head of that, and then insert it. And then I set it off to the side just to cure. Same way with the clear. I'll take that red jig, pull the material out of the way of that hole. Small amount of glue on here. A little bit of glue goes a long way with these, especially Gorilla Glue. I don't use Loctite, I never have, and I prefer the Gorilla Glue because I'm giving that a pretty good pull, and it hasn't been in there but 3-4 seconds, and it's already cured. And this, because it's going into the slot instead of around where vapor can get to the jig head, we don't have to worry about the vapor. And remember, guys, don't be boring. We'll catch you next time.